What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. How y'all doing fresh after the workout? You know how we do. Give y'all my week 2 picks. And like I tell you all the time, if you want my Stone Cold lock, follow me on Instagram at Urban Sports Guru. You see it there at the bottom at the beginning. Now, to start off, week 2, we got the Bengals at Chicago. Chicago's getting 1.5, so essentially a pick'em game. I like Cincinnati. Chicago's a real fucked up situation because you have a defense that's ready to win now. They're paying guys, like I told y'all, ready to win now. But what's best probably for Justin Fields is that he doesn't play now. That's probably what's best. You know, we talk about this every year, how more quarterbacks are broken than made. And then everybody's talking about how Justin Fields is the best option. Yeah, he is the best option. But right now, I don't see this as a winning football team because what they have offensively, they can't protect him. He's going to get his brains beat in. He only has one official target. I can't really argue against Matt Nagy doing it. Fuck whatever promise made to Andy Dalton. I care less for that. I think it's bigger than that. Everybody's harping on some promise that was made to Andy Dalton. I think it's bigger than that. I really think it's bigger than that. And the crazy thing is Matt Nagy isn't the one that's going to benefit when Justin Fields finally comes around because he's gone at the end of the year. But I actually like the Bengals. And for Andy Dalton to lose to his former team, oh yeah. The calls are going to be coming then. Let's see what they do. We have the Texans at the Browns. Browns are giving 13.5. I think the Browns get their stuff together. They're playing at home. They got to pound it down their throat. Baker Mayfield's going to look good. And he's not going to have to coming back for anything in the fourth quarter. Take the Browns. And we got the Rams at the Colts. One of the appealing things that people liked about the Colts was the Colts will be able to protect the quarterback, which was something Carson Wentz did not get his last couple of years in Philly. And now look at Jalen Hurts. He's getting protection because guys are there and they're healthy. And now he's in Indy. What he was supposed to get, he's not getting right now. And guess what? I don't see him getting it this week. And Aaron Donald's coming to town. I want to see that matchup. Aaron Donald against that tackle. I'm forgetting his name. Against the guard, but the best guard in football right now. That's going to be worth the price of admission. But I like the Rams giving 3.5. We got Bills against the Dolphins in Miami. Bills giving 3.5. Dolphins are a tough football team, but I think they're going to have to do more offensively because I don't think the Bills are going to make the same mistakes that they made week 1. Where the game they had the game and basically pissed it away. I don't think they make those mistakes. Miami's defense is good. I just don't see them being as opportunistic, especially now they're going to play against a team that's going to challenge them down the field. New England wasn't trying to do that. Buffalo will. Yes, Miami has great corners. Xavier Howard is a great corner, but also Buffalo has to run the football. Josh Allen threw the ball damn near 60 times. Run the football a little bit. I don't care how much you paid him. Run the football. Buffalo, take 3.5. We got Patriots at the Jets, giving 6. I've been giving them good authority from a former player from the Patriots. That Patriots over the Jets are a lock for this week. Because Belichick is not going to be having that fumbling inside of the 10-yard line. Belichick is going to let the people know how he feels about that on that team, and they're going to come out and put foot to ass. So, just based off that, and I do generally feel like the Patriots are going to win this game. I do feel like that defense is going to give Jets young quarterback fits. I like the Jets giving 6 on the road. Niners and Eagles, this is going to be a tricky game. Jimmy G has come out basically saying how he doesn't like the quarterback swapping, but they're going to do that as much as they can until they get Trey Lance enough reps as possible. But the thing is, the 49ers have a team that can get to the Super Bowl. They have a Super Bowl roster. Don't mess up what you really got, and that's what they have. I don't think it's going to be as easy as it was week 1 for the Eagles because you're going against the defense this time. Niners, that front line, they can get after the quarterback. Yes, the Eagles' front offensive line is better, but now you got Bosa, Javon Kinlaw, and they got a whole squad up front. That front seven is saying something. Now, the Eagles do have speed on the outside, and the Niners are compromised on the back end. Let's see what happens, but I like the Niners giving 3. You got Pittsburgh at the Raiders. Pittsburgh's giving 6.5. I like the Raiders to at very least cover, if not win. And I say that because I don't think Pittsburgh can score a lot. And with their offensive line issues, I look at the way Vegas rushes the quarterback, Max Crosby, I look at the way I think Yannick Ngakoue is out for the year. I'm sorry to hear that. But I look at the way Vegas can get after the quarterback. The way they can get after the quarterback, I like Vegas. And Derek Carr, people sleep on Derek Carr. I told you at the beginning I like Derek Carr. I really, really like Derek Carr. I just need their receivers to do something else outside of Darren Waller. Someone else make some plays. We got New Orleans against Carolina. New Orleans against Carolina. In Carolina, New Orleans is given 3. 2 quarterbacks trying to reclaim their careers, Jameis Winston and Sam Darnold. I'm going to give the edge to Carolina. I'm going to give the edge to Carolina for this one very reason, because they're home. I think these two teams will split the home and home, split the 2 games this year, each team winning at home. I'm going to give the edge to Carolina at home. We got Denver on the road against Jacksonville. I'm going to give in 6. I'm going to give the edge to Denver to cover that 6 solely because of their defense. Urban Meyer has to show me he's not in over his head. He's going to have to show me. For them to lose the way they did to the Texans, and you have no adjustments to make, I'm taking Denver. And if they lose ugly, the Urban Meyer to USC shit is going to start getting louder. Mark my words. Minnesota on the road against Arizona. Does anybody want to play against Kyler Murray right about now? Ask that one question. Does any tackle want to play against Chandler Jones right now, and J.J. Watt and Isaiah Simmons? Ask yourself that question. Arizona's in my top 5 right now. They're going to stay in my top 5 after this week. They already took care of one running back. I think they'll take care of Dalvin Cook. I like Arizona. We got Atlanta against the Bucks. Bucks giving 12.5. Do I need to say anything else? Tampa Tom. End of story. Dallas against the Chargers in LA. Going to be a high-scoring affair. People forget how talented that Charger football team is. See, this will be a much better game the way Dallas used to play when Zeke was at his best. But Zeke's not at his best no more, and now all they do is chuck the ball all over the field. They can only win one way, with Dak just chucking it 50, 60 times. Guess what? That kind of plays into what the Chargers do best, which is Bosa, pin his ears back, and get after the quarterback. That plays into what they do best. So with that being said, and the fact that Dallas can't, I don't see them slowing down the Chargers. Chargers put up points against a much better front 7. Now you're playing against Dallas front 7 and their terrible back end? Take the Chargers. Tennessee coming on the road against Seattle. Playing the Legion of Boom. The 12th man. Whew. Seattle's giving 6.5. Tennessee has to show. First of all, if they can establish Derrick Henry, they can win anywhere. Because running game is something that's good money no matter where you go. They couldn't establish it last week. Yes, Seattle's defense looked good against a compromised front in Indy last week. We're going to see this week exactly how good is Seattle's front. Because you're going against offensive line with a bunch of first-rounders who now have a chip on their shoulder because they got embarrassed last week. I expect Tennessee to bounce back, to cover, if not win. At the very least, to cover. KC on the road in Baltimore. We've seen this story before, and the fact that there people saying that Lamar Jackson has to do everything on his own. He's the entire offense. Period. the entire offense is centered around him. So he's always been doing it on his own. The thing now is they're doing. If you paid attention to that first game, how many times did you see him go straight drop back? A hell of a lot more than you've always seen. A hell of a lot. You never saw Lamar Jackson going straight drop back because now the whole offense is his. Before he was about 98%, 95% of the offense. Now he's a full 100% of the offense. And now they're doing more straight drop backs because I get it, because you want to expand the offense. But guess what? There's going to be a learning curve in that. He's taking really deep drops. The rusher's going to get there. The rushers they're getting better angles to get there. You're going to give up some big runs. You're also going to get some big plays. Sacks, strips, fumbles. You can't afford that against KC. And the fact that Baltimore can't cover on the back end the way they used to, they couldn't cover KC before with all their guys. How the fuck they going to cover all of them now? Hell no. I'm taking KC. Last game Monday night. Hey Rod, you can tell everybody to relax when you come through and do what you're supposed to do. Your personality in sports is only accepted if your production is like that. Second your personality starts exceeding your production, you become a problem. We've seen it in every sport. And this here is another manifestation of that. With everything that's happening in the off season, and a lot of the shit he's saying is righteous. But guess what? You got a ball. Like I said, there was a lot of teams last week that literally were not ready to play football. And Green Bay was the biggest culprit. They were not ready to play football. Tennessee was not ready to play football. My Giants were not ready to play football. Green Bay were not ready to play football last week. Literally just were not ready, unprepared. You in week 2 now. You know what this is. And you got a team that's talking about biting kneecaps and all this other stupid shit. At the very least, it showed by their comeback, even though they still lost, that they're willing to fight and play hard. So if you coming in like a days ago and they're playing hard, not only would Detroit cover, they fuck around and win. Where when you look at these rosters top to bottom, this is a mismatch. Was the reason why there's 11.5 to 12 point spread. So if you're doing what you're supposed to do, this shouldn't be a contest. Hey Rod, do what you're supposed to do. Last week's not even talked about. Taking Green Bay. Those are my takes. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let me know what you feel. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru, and I'm out. Salute.